I've got a question for you here. What does Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, or red meat allergy have to do with one another? Hi, this is Dr. Bob Air, Proactive Wellness and Injury Center. And again, the question is, what does Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, red meat allergy have to do with one another? The answer is they're all created by the same little bug. That bug is called the tick. And what I want to do in this video is to share with you some ways to remove ticks from your body. Because look, it's a very dangerous situation, none of which is to be taken lightly. And not only can these ticks cause these diseases that I mentioned, but there's a myriad of other very serious repercussions that can happen as a result of a neglected tick bite. Okay? So I know there's a lot of people out there when they get a bite from a tick, they want to use tweezers and pull it out and whatnot. But the idea here is to, when you retract the tick, you want to get the whole body intact. You don't want to pull, the rear end of it off only to leave the head embedded into your skin. And it's no coincidence we've had quite a few individuals that have come to us as a result of the ticks being embedded in them. So what I wanted to do here is to become proactive, to show you or share with you some ways that you can go ahead and get the tick out, because they're very, very difficult to remove once they're in there. So, and there's different ways to do it. One way is to get, when you find the tick that's embedded into your system, you can get a little petroleum jelly or Vaseline. You can cover the tick very, very lightly. Now, you don't want to press down on the tick at any time. You want to just cover the tick with some petroleum jelly or Vaseline. And then what you can do is take a little strip of duct tape. Yeah, duct tape. And you can put it over the area. Leave it for about a minute or two. What's going to happen is you're going to start to suffocate that tick. And the tick, because it wants to stay alive, is going to back out of you. And when it does, it's going to loosen its grip on you. It's going to back out. When it does, it's going to come into the petroleum jelly, or the Vaseline, which may have started to melt, or it'll back up into the petroleum jelly enough wherein the tick now is attached to the duct tape. When you pull the duct tape off, because the tick is stuck to the duct tape, you're going to pull the tick out with it. That's great. That's what you want to do. Another way I've heard of is to just get a lighted match. You light it, you blow it out, and while it's still warm, you put it near the tick's rear end. Now, you got to be very careful with this one. It's not one that I'd advise you using, but it's an option. And you just put it near it, and as you do, the tick, because of the heat there, is going to back off, and then that's one way. Another way you could do is to take a Q-tip, and you wet the Q-tip really, really well in some water, because what you're going to do is move it around on your skin smoothly. So you take the wetted Q-tip, you'll find where the tick is, and you put the Q-tip next to the tick. You don't put it on top of the tick. You don't ever want to press down on the tick. You want to put it next to the tick, and with the Q-tip, you're gently going to just push the body of the tick counterclockwise. As you do this, with the pressure on the tick's body, the tick eventually will loosen its grip on you, and it'll back out, and you'll have it removed that way. So this is what you want to do. After you remove the tick, you want to make sure that you wash the area. Okay, you wash it really, really well with soap and water. You wash it with some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and or some liquid iodine. Clean the hole out very, very well. So you got this tick now. You want to keep the tick. You want to drop it in alcohol so that you kill it. And after it's dead, you want to contact your doctor or your local poison control center. And you want to take the tick with you to your doctor's office or the poison control center, so that they can go ahead and identify the type of tick that was embedded in you, because the type of tick will let you know, or let them know, what types of diseases may have been transmitted into your body. See, because when you know what the problem is, the solution will basically present itself. So again, it's nothing to be taken lightly. And look, if it's been there long enough that it's engorged with blood, this is paramount. You definitely want to get that tick out of you. as safely as possible, as intact as you possibly can. You want to kill the tick. You want to take it to those agencies that I shared with you. Really, really important. Don't take it lightly. Okay. Now look, um, after the next time you're going out, I don't want you to be apprehensive or fearful. You can be again proactive. You can get a little spray bottle, fill it with about 3 or 4 ounces of purified or distilled water, and then add to it about 10 or 20 drops of eucalyptus oil. That's all you have to do. Add about 10 or 20 drops of eucalyptus oil, shake it up really, really well, and then spray the areas that are exposed on your body before you go out. Yeah, especially around your abdominal area. You want to spray that around your waist and your back. You want to spray the back of your neck. You want to spray, your wrists, whatever areas are exposed to the out of doors. Spray yourself down really, really well. That will be a strong deterrent to the tick and prevent it from attaching itself to you. But even in that, you don't want to be too cautious, right? You always want to err on the side of being more cautious than not enough. So when you get back into the house, make sure that you inspect your body very, very carefully, so that you can see if there are any ticks that may have inadvertently attached themselves to you in your hair, on the back of your neck, your back, wherever it might be. Go over all of your body so that you can inspect it and ensure that no ticks have attached themselves to you. All right. So that's what you can do, because in our office, we're always working and providing information that will help an individual to enjoy and ensure that they're having the best performance of their life. And one of the ways to do this is to make sure that when you're out enjoying the beauty of God's creation, you're not feeding and fueling one of these little buggers here that's in exchange causing a disease in your body. All right. Thanks a lot for allowing me to share this with you. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below the video or contact our office that we might be of service to you. Again, until the next video, and as always, God bless.